Hello everyone, my name is Travis Bates with MLC CAD Systems. I am here to bring you a tech tip on replacing both plastic and fiber nozzles on your Markforged composite printers. You will need the following tool to remove and replace the nozzles: a 7mm and 10mm torque driver, small tube of anti-seize lubricant, replacement PTFE tubing, and a replacement plastic and fiber nozzle. We will start by replacing the plastic nozzle. Press the menu button in the upper right corner of your printer's UI. You're going to want to select Utilities, then Maintenance, and then Replace Plastic Nozzle. This will then begin to heat the nozzle in order to remove any of the old plastic. Next, select Unload Plastic and let the printer finish heating. Clear any of the old plastic from the nozzle and click Next on the printer's UI. Now, you're going to use your 7mm torque driver to loosen the plastic nozzle and select Next on your printer's UI. You're going to want to then press Cool Head once you start to loosen your nozzle to avoid touching a very extremely hot nozzle. Once you have removed the old nozzle, you can now begin to replace a small amount of anti-seize lubricant to the end of the threads on the new nozzle. You want to be careful not to get any of the lubricant on the nozzle itself. You may now thread the new nozzle into the print head until it is finger tight. When it is finger tight, you're going to want to unscrew it and then re-thread it again. This will help disperse the anti-seize lubricant over all the threads. Once you have secured it for the second time, you want to select Next on your UI, and this will allow the print head to warm up again. Once the print head is at temperature, you will want to make your final torque on the nozzle itself. You do not want to torque it before it is finished heating because this could damage the print head or the nozzle itself. Once the nozzle is fully torqued on your print head, you may now begin to reload your plastic. Replacing the fiber nozzle is similar, but not exactly the same as replacing the plastic nozzle. The biggest difference being the PTF tubing that is required for the fiber nozzle, but not the plastic nozzle. To replace the fiber nozzle, you're going to want to go to the menu on your printer's UI, select Utility, Manual Control, Temperature Control, and then Heat option. Once you select the heat option, you will then want to select the fiber nozzle. This will then bring your fiber nozzle up to temperature. Once the fiber nozzle is fully heated, you will want to use your 10mm hex driver to loosen the fiber nozzle. Do not remove the fiber nozzle at this point. Just ensure that it is able to return smoothly, and do not touch the nozzle with your hands as it will be very hot. After you remove the old nozzle, you're going to want to replace the new PTF tubing into your new nozzle as shown. Next, you're going to want to apply a small amount of anti-seize lubricant to the end of the threads just as you did with your plastic nozzle. Again, you want to start to thread it in until it's hand tight, unthread it, and re-thread it again to ensure that that lubricant gets spread across all the threads. Once you have spread the lubricant, you can then make that final torque on your nozzle. Note, you do not have to have the nozzle fully heated at this point to torque this nozzle. Be sure to always use the appropriate torque driver when replacing any nozzle on your Markforged printer, and properly torquing nozzles can lead to print quality issues and can even damage your print head. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach us at 3dprintersupport@mlc-cad.com.